Judy. I am a call center professional, and this is Call Center Talk. Okay, so this channel is actually very new. It's a baby channel of mine. And in this channel, I'm going to talk about the call center. Everything about the call center under the sun, that's going to be the topic of my succeeding videos. But right now, I just want to introduce myself. I'm just going to share with you how I got into the boat that we call call center. As everybody knows, a call center is under the umbrella of business process outsourcing industry. That's BPO. All right. So actually, I'm right now a BPO freelance consultant, but I started as a call center agent way back in 2006. How many years is that from now? I think that's 14 years and counting. All right. So what I'm going to share with you today in today's video is about how I got or how I jumped into the boat of the call center and my journey towards being a freelance BPO consultant at the moment. Okay? So as they say, life is not always a bed of roses. The same goes when you want to be in a call center. Don't worry. In my succeeding videos, I'm going to share with you how to become a call center agent, how to stand out among the applicants, how to answer interview questions correctly, and all the rest. Everything about being a call center agent, working at the call floor, interacting with your co-agents, interacting with your supervisors, and all the rest of the people in the call center. So right now, let me begin my story. It's a little exciting. It's a little funny. All right. So I started as an applicant, of course, right? At the moment when I started to like or to have the intention to become a call center agent, I was actually gainfully employed at the moment. I'm going to talk to you about it later. But yeah, so this was something that I've overheard in the office where I worked. So they were saying, oh, call center work is really very promising and they offer a huge pay. So it's like my ears were like, huge pay. Okay, so that was something that was interesting. I was wondering. So I started asking, oh, what do you know about call center? What is it? What is this job about? And so they told me, well, you just have to sit around there and then answer calls. You talk to people all over the globe and blah, 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 blah. For me, it was so exciting. Why? Because I want to talk to people all the time. I mean, I'm very talkative. So I said, oh, this is a job for me. Because actually my job at the moment entails a lot of traveling from one place to another and then from one region to another. And it was tiring. Although it's a little exciting, of course. So there, I said to myself, okay, let's kind of have a look at what this job is all about. So I was told that there was a call center nearby where the office that I was working. So I said, let me just have a look. So one time when I went out of the office, I think it was like a lunch break. I said, I'm gonna go to the call center and see what it has to offer. So I went there. It was just, I think it was just like a 10-minute walk away from my office. So I was there and then I saw the guards. And the guard said, good morning, ma'am. Are you an applicant? I said, yeah. So I said, okay, you fill this out. I was given a form. It was an application form. Okay, so I started filling out the form. The guard led me to a small room, and then I saw the other applicant. So we were like maybe less than 10. So we were filling out the form and then submitting it to the guard. And so the guard said, you just have to wait here because the interviewer would soon come down. Okay, cool. All right, so we were excited. I was actually a little hesitant because I know that I was employed at the moment, but I took my chance. So the door opened and then we saw a dude. A dude. He was very good looking, very pleasant personality and very accommodating, and he was gay. And I like gay people because they're very fun to be with. So I was like, when he was asking us like, who wants to go first? I said, me, please. All right. So okay. So we went to another room, and he did the interview. Now, this guy actually was very young, and he was wearing a pink long sleeve polo, and then he was gay, and he talked like any other professional gay talks. He was very fun to talk to. So the interview actually went well, and it was more like a conversation between a mother and her son. Actually, deep inside me, I said, "Oh, I wish he was my son." He was brilliant. He talked very fluent English. He was very eloquent, and I said, "Oh my God, I like him to be my son." But of course, that was just a wish out of nowhere. Now he said, "You know what? I like you. I want you to join the training tomorrow." I said, like, okay, training tomorrow. All right. I always say yes. And then everything went well until he popped up that $1 million question. Do you know what the question was? He asked me, "Do you know how to operate a computer?" And I was like, oh my gosh, no. I'm not a millennial, okay? I was born in the 60s, and in my time, during my elementary, my high school, my college days, in the curriculum, there was no computer subject. That means to say, I was computer illiterate to the max. So I said, no, I can't. I don't know how. And he was like, oh my gosh, you don't know how to even open a computer? I said, no. Oh my gosh. And he was like, he was sitting there and he was thinking, and then said, come with me. I was like, okay, where are we going? Okay, we're going upstairs. So he led me upstairs. And the funny thing was that the applicants were not really allowed to go upstairs because it's the cold floor, and that I didn't know. Then the guard said, oh, sir, where are you taking her? And he said, upstairs to the 4th floor. So we went to the 4th floor. Oh, I think it was the 3rd floor. And I was amazed. That was the first time that I saw the cold floor. It was huge. And there were lots of computers. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is an awesome workplace. So I said, where are you going? And I said, let's gonna go to the office. And then when we went to a small office, and then he said, please sit down. Okay, so I was sitting there in front of a PC. So I was like, what am I gonna do? So I didn't even know where to start. And he said, do you know how to open it? I said, no. He said, okay. Excuse me. He said, okay, let me open it for you. So the computer was on, and he said, can you see a notepad? I see a notepad. Well, all the while I was thinking that it was this piece of paper or a sheet of paper bind together. Like it's just like how a notepad looks like. So I said, I didn't see any notepad around. Oh, let me open that for you. So he opened up a notepad, and I thought, oh, it's on the computer. So I was sitting there, I was laughing, and he said, do you even know how to type? I said, of course, yeah, I'm good at it. Well, I've taken up typing 1, 2, 3 in school. I was very fast when it comes to typing, 60 words per minute. Okay, so he said, okay, start typing. So I typed there. The quick little brown fox jumped over the lazy dogs. And he said, okay, so can you type your name? So I typed in my name, and then he said, can you type it in caps lock? Caps lock? Okay, that was something that was a little strange. I said, no, I can't actually do it. So he said, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. why don't you take a crash course on computer, basic computer, and then come back to me after a month and let's do another interview? I was thinking at the back of my mind, oh my gosh, I failed this interview because I didn't know how to use the computer. So I was actually, my mind was going fast, and I said, I could do it in a week. So I told him, no, I'm not, it's not gonna be a month. I'm gonna do it in a week. I'll get back to you here in a week. And he said, okay, great. Can you do it? Of course, yeah. So that was the end of our conversation. So I went out, I went to the office, and did you know what I did? I filed a resignation letter to my boss. Surprise. But that was my decision. I think this is going to be my job. I'm going to be a call center agent. So what I did was I went home to the province and I talked to my daughter, who was very good at computers, and I told her, teach me how to use the computer. I said, why? What is it this time around? I said, I'm going to be a call center agent. So that was the start of my crash course. It only took me about a couple of hours. I now know how to turn on the computer. I know where the notepad is. Of course, I know how to type. Excuse me. Okay, so after a week, I went back. I can remember that was actually the last part of December of 2005. So when I went back to the call center place, I won't mention the name of the call center, the guard told me, oh, are you looking for the interviewer? He's not here. He actually went back to the province because it's the holiday season and he is on vacation. My heart sank again. Okay, so this is going to be a long process. The guard told me to come back on the first week of January. Yeah, first week of January. So that's what I did. I came back. I was ready. I now know how to operate the computer. So I went back and I told the guard that I am going for an interview. And excuse me, he called an interviewer. This time around, it was a different person. It was a lady. So he said, are you an applicant? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So long story short, I passed the interview and she told me to come back the day after, the following day, because I'm going to start training. It was exciting. So the training actually took a month. And every week, every Friday to be particular, every Friday there is a test. So every end of the week, some of the trainees fail the training until such time that we were only, how many of us? I think out of 100, I think there was just 30 plus of us who passed the final deliberation. So congratulations to me, I passed the 1 month training and I was assigned to a project in Clark. All right, so that was the start of my journey as a call center agent. There, I worked for shifting schedules. That was morning shift, which entails you to work from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mid shift, which entails work between 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then there's the graveyard shift, the GY shift. It's 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. I did that for 8 whole months. The contract actually was supposed to be a 1 year work at the call floor, but luckily for me, on the 8th month, I got promoted and I was transferred to the recruitment and training department, which was even more very fun and enjoyable. So I've been a recruiter and trainer for, let's see, a year perhaps, and then I was transferred again and promoted as a supervisor for another department. Until such time that on my 3rd year in that call center, I was already part of the EXECOM, the executive committee meetings weekly. And I was happy being there until such time that there was an offer. I couldn't really say no to that offer because it offered me a pay which is double of what I was receiving at that time. But it was also a call center. It was a dedicated call center, an Australian-based company, and I was leading the Davao team. All right. So for 6 years, I was the manager of that particular dedicated call center until such time that I decided to um, become a freelance BPO consultant. So that was my journey from the call floor to being a call center, no, to being a BPO consultant. And what does that job entails? Well, I talk to clients, and clients reach out to me asking for help. If they want manpower, I provide them with manpower. If they want assistance on how to put up a center in the Philippines, I offer my assistance and my services. So right now, that is that's the only thing that I can share with you right during this video. But in my succeeding videos, I'm going to talk more about very exciting topics about the call center, how to become a very good call center agent, and how to get the promotion. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. This is Judy again from Call Center Talk. See ya.